Okay, once again, thank you all for joining. I've seen a few more friendly faces joining us. And for those of you who have just joined us, good morning, afternoon, and evening. We've got people from all over the world with us today, which is great to see so many of you and some really familiar faces. So great to see you all again. Before we go back into it, just to recap, for quite a few of you have just joined. So just to let you know, you are all muted. So when we go through the presentation, if you do have any questions, pop them into the chat box and I will answer them as we go along if I can, or if not, at the very end of the session, we will do a questions and answers. So hopefully I'll be able to answer all of your questions at that point. So without further ado, let's begin. My name's Rebecca. For those of you who don't know me, although I think many of you are already in our network, but for those of you who don't, my name's Rebecca. I'm the founder of Hummingbird Consultancy. We're a global company looking after some amazing properties around the world. And today we're going to be introducing you and educating you all about the fantastic Amaya Kuda Rah resort in the South Ari Atoll of the Maldives. Okay. So Amaya Kuda Rah is a luxury boutique resort based, as I just mentioned, in the South Ari Atoll of the stunning destination of the Maldives. Quite often when I do these webinars, I say to you, well, the background behind me is not where I am right now, and I'm very jealous. I wish I was there. But right now, I can actually say that is my background because I am fortunate enough to be on site with the guys here at Amaya. Although it's not quite as sunny as that right now because it's 10 o'clock at night. So beautiful property, owned by the Haley's Leisure Group, which is a large company from Sri Lanka, and they bought the property in 2016. And it's a real hidden gem in the Maldives. Before I start going through any more details, I'm going to show you now the introductory video, which is going to give you a bit of a teaser, a bit of a taster of what this resort can bring to your clients. So if that doesn't make you want to jump on a plane and go to the Maldives, I don't know what will do. So welcome to the introduction to Amaya Kuda Rah. Before we go into the property, the first thing I want to do, because I know a few of you are new to the Maldives, may want just a bit of an update on the destination. So just to give you a little bit of information on the Maldives itself. So for those of you who aren't familiar, the Maldives is made up of 1,192 islands, which is spaced over 26 different atolls, all across the equator, with 175 tourist resorts within this destination. Out of those islands, so the 1,192, 22 of those islands are inhabited islands. And in the destination, we have two seasons. So the Maldives itself has got some of the richest marine biodiversity you will find anywhere in the world. It's the atolls that are made up of corals, has over 250 different species of coral in just the Maldives itself, with over 1,000 different species of fish and marine life and various other aquatic animals. Many of the fish that are in the Maldives are protected, and a number of different species is nearly double found anywhere else in the world. So it really is an absolute gem of a marine and biodiversity. I mentioned there's two different seasons. The two seasons are the rainy season and the dry season. And the rainy season runs from May to November, sorry. And then the dry season really from December to May. But during this time, it's still a great time. There is no bad time to come to the Maldives. Yes, during the rainy season, you might have a few days of showers or a little bit overcast, but it doesn't ruin the vacation. It's a great experience any time of the year, in my opinion. I've been all different times and had a fabulous time every single time I've been here. So that's a bit about the destination. And now, how do you get here? Because we have some of you from all over the world, I've just given some examples of the transits and the flights into the destination. So the main airport that everybody flies into is the international airport, which is in Male. And usually, depending on where people are coming from, you'll transit either through somewhere in the Middle East, either Doha, Dubai, and then you can have the transfer up. So from the US, you generally with Qatar Airways, for example, you'll do a transit through Doha, with Emirates through Dubai, and obviously they have affiliate airlines as well. There's lots of other different routes if you wanted to do another different leg. From the US, you've got people like JetBlue, American Airlines, Qatar Airways, Emirates, Etihad through Abu Dhabi. So there's a number of different options from all over the US, from east to west coast. From the UK, if anybody's coming from UK or Europe, you can fly directly from London. If you're looking at the direct flight, that's with British Airways, and there's a couple of other flights that come via Virgin, and you can connect through Qatar Airways. Done that leg many times myself. The journey from US is about 12 hours to wherever the transit would be. So that's either through Dubai or Doha, and then it's a further 4 hours up from there. And from the UK, it's about 10 hours. Flight costs generally obviously varies, as you all know, it varies season to season, but on average it's between, for the US, it's between sort of 15 to 1600 per person return. From the UK, it's about 12 to 1500. Again, totally dependent on seasonality, offers, promotions, etc. in the airline. So that's how to get to the Maldives. And once you've got your clients to the Maldives, so they're now in Male, we now need to show you how to get to the island. So Amaya is located in the South Ari Atoll, as I mentioned earlier, and it's a 25-minute seaplane ride from Male International, which takes you direct to the resort. So they jump on the seaplane, they've got the lounge access at the Male International, and then they have the seaplane transfer down to us here on the island. The cost of the transfers is $350 per person for adults and $210 per child. And the children under the age of 2, they travel for free if they're sitting on one of the parents' laps. Pretty standard for most of the airlines. The seaplane does only work in daylight hours. So if you have any guests, any of your clients arriving into Male quite late at night, sort of after it starts getting dark, they will probably need to do an overnight in Male itself and then transfer to the island in the morning. But we would obviously work with you, the resort team would work with you to make sure that obviously that transfer is as smooth as it possibly can be. So that's how you get to us, and that's the journey to get to the island. So now let me tell you about the resort itself. So Amaya Kuda Rah is as I keep saying, it is a real hidden gem because it is an island still yet to be discovered. There's so much to share about this resort. The key elements within this property is a small island. The actual island itself is only 380 meters long by 140 meters wide. To put that into perspective, I can personally walk around this island in 5 minutes. So it's really small, but it's a lovely boutique island, which allows the property, which allows Amaya to really give a personalized, immersive experience to each and every guest. They feel part of the family here. You're coming into an island which is small enough to be able to welcome you into their family, into the village that's here at Amaya Kuda Rah. It's a small boutique resort where guests are more than just a room number. They're actually part of the family here. So the personalized service, the exceptional experiences, that's all part of the lifeline of what Amaya Kuda Rah delivers to its guests. The resort, as I mentioned, is relatively small. It is boutique. There's only 51 luxury villas and suites. And with the property here, every single one of the villas that we have private pools, jacuzzi bathtubs, and they all have amazing ocean views. So it's a really special property with 14 beach villas. So we have 14 beach villas, 10 duplex, 12 beach suites, which are 2-story buildings. You've got the duplex, which are 2-bedroom, 2-story villas. Our water villas, 14 of those, and our amazing presidential suite. So there is a lot of different variety here for everybody, but it's all got a really special feel to the rooms we have. We also have 1 bar, Glow Bar, and 3 different dining venues. All of these I'm going to go through during this presentation. So let me start by giving you a bit of an update. The property itself has had a lot of investment recently, a lot of updating. So any of you that may be familiar with the resort from 2 or 3 years ago, for example, the resort is very different. Last year, there was just over $2.5 million spent on Amaya Kuda Rah. And that was for a number of different investments and reasons in the resort. So the first part and the largest part of the investment was building the new breakwater, the new seawall, which even though a lot of people are not too keen on the seawall, for us, it's essential because it protects the island, but it's also brought something to the property which wasn't there before, and that's creating this amazing safe lagoon, developing the house reef, and also looking at the whole entire beach redevelopment. So what you're seeing there on your screens right now is part of the investment really to cultivate and create that luxurious Maldivian beach experience. So that investment happened towards the end of 2023, so last year. So it's all very new and very fresh, and it's created a really lovely environment for the beachfront here on the island. This year has seen lots of developments and changes and lots of exciting things happening with the opening of 2 new venues, a signature dining restaurant and our Maldivian cafe. And there's also been changes with regards to the service in the respect of enhancing and elevating the service. There's new training and development happening with the team. There's new suite amenities that have been introduced. We've got butlers coming on site. I'm going to tell you a bit more about that when I get to the rooms, but we're really excited to really elevate what Amaya Kuda Rah has to offer to its guests. So at the resort, guests can enjoy 3 different meal plans. We have the full board, the all-inclusive deluxe, and the all-inclusive premium. So most of the full board is pretty standard, your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then your afternoon tea. All served by our fabulous smiling chefs that you see on your photo in front of you. With the all-inclusive premium, they get obviously the additional drinks, but they also have an additional, the all-inclusive deluxe to start with, they also have an additional $50 spa credit included in their package, and also the seaplane lounge access, which is at the main international airport when they arrive. The all-inclusive premium, however, is our all singing and all dancing package, which really gives your clients that VIP luxury experience, that elevated inclusions with premium drinks, premium wines, premium spirits. They also have the spa credit that you had in the normal all-inclusive deluxe, but with the all-inclusive premium, they also get a $50 water sports credit per stay as well. In addition to the normal dining options, with the all-inclusive premium, guests can enjoy a meal for two during their stay at our ocean seafood signature restaurant. And they also get an additional Maldivian tea experience in Marla, which again, I'll come to those venues in a bit more detail later on. And for that arrival experience, when anybody's staying on the all-inclusive premium, they also have access to the premium Coral Lounge. So that's the upgraded lounge at the seaplane terminal at Marley. So to give you an idea of the extra person supplements, so I'm going to go through the rooms in a moment and I'll give you some indication of the room prices, but just to give you an idea on the different meal supplements if people are booking for additional guests. For adults, for full board, it's an additional 180. For all-inclusive deluxe, it's 220, and for premium is 315. So we have the extra options if people want to add anybody to their booking to stay with them. So now let me tell you about the rooms. So our beautiful rooms have lots of amenities included, and I'm not going to go through that whole list for you. I will be sending you the recording of the webinar after we've finished the session. So don't worry too much if you missed any of these numbers or details. I will send it all out to you so you can recap later. So all of our rooms has a huge range of amenities included, including the private pool that I mentioned earlier, jacuzzi baths, which for anybody like me that loves a nice soak in the tub of an evening, really, really relaxing. Outdoor rain showers, excluding the water villas. All of the villas have the outdoor rain showers, which are fantastic, really powerful as well, which is important if you're like me where you need to wash your hair. The high-speed internet is great throughout the resort. As I said to you earlier, I'm talking to you from the resort and haven't got any connection issues. Although we do want you to switch off when you're in the Maldives, but we know that the reality is you do still need that connection. And all the usual amenities you'd find in a luxury 5-star resort. I mentioned earlier about some of the enhancements that we've been making, and this is also part of the enhanced suite amenities. So this is for anybody who's staying in our beach suite or our presidential suite. They also receive the butler service I briefly touched on earlier. That's not in place yet. We are waiting for them to come on island. So this is probably going to be in the next month or two once we've got visas and training done. But by the summer, we will have that butler service in full swing for our suite guests. We have the premium seaplane lounge access. So the Coral Lounge is given to anybody staying in any of our suites, in any of our suites. Our enhanced evening turn down and arrival amenities are also given to anybody staying in our beach suite or presidential suites. So any of the guests also staying in the presidential suite will also receive a complimentary destination dining experience, which I'm going to again touch on a little bit later. And that's when they're staying with us for 4 nights or more. So that's giving you an idea into the rooms that into the sort of the basic amenities that we have. So let me now move on to the individual room categories. So the first one I'm going to start with is our beach villa. The beach villa is our leading category, and it's a fabulous leading category. It's one of the best leading categories I've seen in many of the resorts in the Maldives. It's a great size at 90 square meters. We've got 14 of these in total, and they're all really spacious with direct access to the beach, private pool deck, their own plunge pool, lots of different amenities in the room. Beautiful tropical, as you can see here, the bathroom is absolutely lovely. It's an open wall concept with a tropical garden courtyard with a rain shower plunge pool. So these rooms can accommodate 2 adults and 2 children, or 3 adults, so they can fit 1 or 2 extra beds into these beach villas in addition to the normal super. And I've got to say, they really are super king size beds. They're so comfortable. I had best sleep ever since I arrived. So these rooms are the leading category, start from around 600 to 700 for 2 people on a full board basis, 780 for all inclusive deluxe, and 970 for the premium. But again, I will send all these rates, this information out to you in the recording. So we also have the floor plans. I have the floor plans for each of the room categories, but I am just going to jump over them so you can look at them a bit later. So the next category is our beach suites. So we love our beach suites. These are 2-story fabulous villas. And in the upstairs of the villas is this lovely king-size bedroom with the balcony that overlooks the beach and the Indian Ocean. It's absolutely stunning. Downstairs, we have this lounge area, which can be a place for extra beds if you wanted to. But the suites have got this really lovely living area and an outdoor space similar to that of the duplex villas, which I'll come to in a moment. We can fit extra beds, and we have 12 of these in total. The whole floor space is up to 231. That's for the upstairs and downstairs. And we can fit extra beds if we needed to. So we can fit up to 2 adults and 3 children, or 3 adults and 2 children, depending on the combination needed. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, anybody staying in this room category also get the enhanced suite amenities. And the rooms here start from 876 per 2 people, per couple for 2 people on full board. So moving on to our next room category, this is our duplex beach villas. These are a 2-story, 2-bedroom villa. So upstairs and downstairs are both bedrooms with fabulous king-size beds. They have this large pool area you can see on the left-hand side of this photo, which is slightly bigger than that of the beach villas, running alongside, and that overlooks straight onto the beach and the ocean. The downstairs room also opens directly onto the deck. Both are king-size beds, as I just mentioned, with the master bedroom upstairs with the balcony and the bathroom. And then downstairs we have the open courtyard-style bathroom like we saw in the others with the jacuzzi bath. And obviously these rooms are so flexible. These are ideal for your families, your multi-generational families, groups. So anybody who's wanting that little bit of extra space, these rooms are perfect. And we have 10 of these in total. And like the beach suites, because they're the same setup, they're 231 square meters. These rooms, because they are 2-bedroom villas, start from 1,035 for double, and then obviously that's on full board basis. And then we move on to our water villas. So these are our very, very popular category of our water villas. We have 14 of these in total, and they're all facing, I think we worked out, they're facing the southeast direction. So you actually get great light throughout the day, nice sunset and sunrise glow coming through all of the water villas. They all have direct access, as you can see from the photo, they all have the steps and the direct access like water villas do into the lagoon. Which is really spacious. They've got great size at 118 square meters, and really lovely views overlooking the Indian Ocean, as you can see here. The plunge pools just sit there. You can just sit in that plunge pool for hours and just stare into the ocean. It's great. Really flexible rooms. They can fit 2 adults and 2 children, or 3 adults. So we can do up to 1 extra bed in the water villas. As I said earlier, they are 118 square meters inside, but obviously you've got the decking area, so we can only fit 1 extra bed in. And for full board on our water villas, really, really great value our water villas at 876 for a double for 2 people per night full board. So really, really great option for anybody who wanted to come and have that really special experience in the Maldives. But if they want to go even better, we have our presidential suite. So our presidential water villa suite is located in the middle of the water villas, as you can see from that photo. Much larger in size at 201 square meters, but we only have 1 of these. So if you do have any guests that are looking for it, don't hesitate, book it quick. They do go very fast. Our presidential suite really is the top room that we have available. Really spacious, but bedroom. It's almost like an open plan. All the rooms can slide open, so you can have it really open or you can have it closed off for some privacy. Spacious bedrooms with jacuzzi, hot tub. So in this room, there's a jacuzzi, hot tub, not just a bath, and an ocean view looking out over that beautiful Indian Ocean. The rooms at the presidential suite, they start from 1,140. So really, again, great value. But in our presidential suite, you also get enhanced amenities just from being in the suite, as well as the additional suite enhancements that I mentioned earlier. And so for 4 nights or more, anybody staying in our presidential suite also gets a destination dining experience, regardless of which meal plan package they're on. So everybody will get that. That's really special experience if they're staying in our presidential suite. Anybody staying in our presidential suite will also have the enhanced amenities and the lounge access, don't forget, as well. So that's all of our room categories. So that's told you where you can sleep and enjoy your private time at the resort. And now it's time to be social. So we're going to talk about our dining venues now. The dining venues at the resort, we have three fabulous venues. We have Sea Spray, we have Ocean, and we have Marla. And then we have Glow Bar, which is our bar area, which is what you can see on your screen right now. This is the chilled out lounge area of Glow Bar, which then transforms into our evening entertainment and nighttime hotspot in the evenings. We also have in villa dining, so we do have room dining as well. So that's also another option should guests ever want to have that in their rooms. So let's talk about the first venue. So this is Sea Spray, and this is our all-day dining venue, which is included in all meal plans, open for breakfast, lunch and dinner, buffet style with live cooking stations and serving international cuisine throughout. We also have theme nights, which this restaurant has. So on a Wednesday, so tonight, we had a fabulous, wonderful evening of Asian delicacies. So different Asian foods from all the different areas in the region. And that's on a Wednesday night. On a Sunday, we have a beach barbecue and beach party. So again, this opens out onto the beach, as does pretty much everything here on such a small island. And it's a really lovely, social, relaxed dining venue for everybody to enjoy. And as I say, this is included in all the meal plans that we have. This is Ocean. Ocean is our new signature dining restaurant. It only opened mid-February, so it's only been open for a while. It's our seafood concept, and it's based on the concept of the freshest catch of the day. I mean, you can see in that photo, you can't get much fresher than those fish that are sitting there staring up at you. The concept at Ocean is to choose your fish to be part of the culinary journey that you have in Ocean. So when you arrive and you dine in Ocean, you sit down and you order your starters from the a la carte menu, and then you go up and you can discuss with our team and chef which fish you would like, how you would like it cooked, how you would like it prepared. Then you choose your sauces, and you're part of that whole dish creation. And everything is made how you want it to be made. And it's a really, really great experience. I've got to say, though, that my favourite dish in Ocean is the lobster thermidor. So if you're a lobster fan, thermidor is absolutely out of this world. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this is an a la carte restaurant, which is supplementary to the meal plans. However, any of the guests that are on the all-inclusive premium do get dinner for two within Ocean once during their stay. Anybody in the presidential suite also gets the same dining experience in Ocean. And anybody who is on our full board or our all-inclusive deluxe plan do get a restaurant credit, so they can still dine in here and have a credit towards their a la carte charges as well. So it's a great option for everybody, and everybody needs to experience this when they're out at Amaya, because it really is a fantastic dining experience. It's open 5 days a week, so it's closed on Wednesdays and Sundays when we have our theme nights, but otherwise it's open every other evening. And then our final dining venue is our Marla, and this is a Maldivian style cafe. And this has been created in a way that's going to brings you authentic Maldivian cuisine. So it's only just opened earlier this month. So it really is a brand new concept, which is really exciting for the resort to be able to offer guests. Serving light snacks, traditional small dishes, and open only in the afternoons from 4:30 to 6:30. So it's not somewhere you're going to go for your meals every day, but it's a really, really great way to sample some of the Maldivian food, the culture, the way it's cooked. Chef will show how it's all been prepared. And also in Marla, it will also serve the dining experiences, the cooking experiences. So guests can actually go and have a cooking experience, a cooking lesson, if you will, with our Maldivian chefs to learn how the traditional dishes are cooked, prepared, and then prepare a really nice traditional Maldivian lunch for them. And that's done at 11 o'clock in the morning through to about 1:30. So just before the actual afternoon cafe part of the Mala venue opens. It's a real cultural experience, and the concept behind Mala is, apart from the whole cultural immersion so people can experience real Maldivian cuisine, it's also about local food at local prices. So this is not included in the meal plans, but it's Maldivian food at Maldivian prices. So you'll find a selection on the menu for $1 for the selection. So it's a really great value and a really great way to experience Maldivian culture when you're here in the destination itself. And then we have our Glow Bar. So Glow Bar is our poolside dining venue where it's the hub of entertainment in the evenings. During the day, we also serve an a la carte menu with like bites, snacks, full meals. So if you wanted a bit more of a casual poolside dining experience, you can have that in Glow Bar from the a la carte menu. Also has an extensive cocktail menu. We have a fabulous food and beverage manager who is a world-class sommelier. So if any of your guests are wineries and want to sort of learn a bit more, we also have wine tasting sessions. So there's a lot going on in and around Glow Bar. In the evenings, we have our entertainment. So we have our live singers, we have our DJ, we have lots of different activities. For example, we have one night of the week, they host crab racing in the corner of Glow Bar, which is a really interesting concept if you've never seen it before. So the Glow Bar is really the hub of the entertainment and the life and soul of Amaya Kuda Rah. And then for dining experiences, we have the very special moments that we can create, and that's in our destination dining. Lots of different options with destination dining. So as you can see from this photo, we can do a setup on the beach, which this particular couple had a dugout dining experience, beautiful lighting. So those special occasions, anniversaries, birthdays, somebody wants to pop the question and have a romantic engagement happen. We have a lot of options that we can make it really special for your clients here. We also have the option of taking guests to our local sandbank, which again is one of those bucket list experiences in the Maldives where we can set up a private dining experience on one of the local sandbanks. So they have a whole deserted island of the sandbank to themselves, and we can do either a picnic, a barbecue, a champagne afternoon tea. So depending on what they're looking for, we can set that up for them as well. So for a small resort with only 51 villas, there's lots of different options and lots of things to experience here. And that's just for the dining. And now we're going to talk about other things that Amaya Kuda Rah can also offer. So the resort amenities, I'm going to start with our spa. Fabulous spa. I'm a big spa person. For those of you who know me, know that how much I love going to the spa and how involved in wellness I am. So the spa was a must-do for me. It was one of the first things I visited when I came on site here. Fabulous treatment rooms. They've got 3 of them, 3 treatment rooms, and the therapists are all Ayurvedic trained, so they can do all the Ayurveda treatments. I personally have had the Abhyanga, the Shirodhara, various other treatments as well, and they just do it perfectly. It's so relaxing. Extensive treatments ranging from, obviously I mentioned the Ayurvedic treatments, but Balinese, Thai, hot stone, body scrub, wraps, all sorts of different treatments, facials. They also have a nail salon with where they can do manicures and pedicures for anybody wanting that nail touch-up. And they have an individual steam room with Frela products throughout. So really lovely, small, but a really lovely spa offering that we have at the resort. And then for anybody wanting something a bit more casual, we have our games room. Full-size pool table, darts, board games, dartboard. We also have Carom in there, which is a local Maldivian game, or regional. I was corrected the other day. It's not Maldivian, it's regional. So there's, again, lots of entertainment for families, couples, individuals to actually enjoy of an evening or daytime in the games room. And any of those that are coming with families, we have our Nemo Kids Zone, which is a really safe, fun place for the kids to be entertained. We have it's fully supervised with qualified supervision in our kids zone. So it's not a kids club as such, but it is a kids zone with lots of activities, games, entertainment. You can see in the background, I think Finding Nemo's there on the telly in the background there. So there's lots of entertainment for the kids to do whilst the parents are off enjoying that spa I just mentioned to you. And for anybody who's wanting that little bit more wellness, we have our full fitness centre with the techno gym equipment, free weights, yoga mats. So we've got lots of different options within our fitness centre. And we also offer various different activities such as yoga, meditation, aqua aerobics, and we have a specialist yogi on property, so we can offer those different activities as well. And as with most properties in the Maldives, we have a fabulous diving centre. You can't come to the South Ari Atoll and not go and experience that marine life I mentioned right at the beginning of my presentation. Our dive centre has got a whole range of different activities, from snorkeling, from diving. If you're a PADI certified diver, they can take you out on your dives. If you're not PADI certified there and you're here for long enough, you can also train and actually get your PADI certification, or you can enhance that. So if, for example, you've got your standard PADI certificate, you can also enhance that with, say, your open water and get additional qualifications. In addition to the excursions, on property, we also have the motorised and non-motorised water sports. So we have everything from the banana boats and the paddle boards through to jet skis, water skiing. And we also have recently had the addition of a parasailing boat. So we can now have guests go out, weather dependent, of course, but we now can go out and go parasailing around the island, which is an amazing experience. And then finally, we have our sunset fishing and our other experiences on the Donis and the local experiences. So sunset fishing, and that's with the normal line fishing that we have. The local island experience, where we take guests over to the nearest local inhabited island, which is Bangethi, and they can go and spend time, walk around the shops, go to the cafes, buy a little souvenir if they want to, and experience Bangethi, and then coming back to the resort. And we do, I mean, it's the Maldives. The sunsets are just to die for. So sunset cruises, the sunset fishing are a must-do for all of the guests. So that is a whole summary as quickly as I could on Amaya Kuda Rah. I'm just going to go through some additional information for you. And again, don't forget, I will send this to you, so don't worry if you don't note down all the information. We have although we have got other things coming soon, so watch this space, we will be sharing more information soon. But we do have at the moment our special package for Eid. So anybody who, I know I've got a few agents on the call that are located in this region itself. So anybody who is looking for an Eid package, we have our Eid promotion. So the best way to book this is obviously contacting the resort, asking for the availability. It is a value add. So when guests are booking onto the normal full board, for example, which starts from about $800, they can also get these additional inclusions. And this is valid for stays up until the end of September. So this is covering both of the Eid holidays, but it's available it's more of a Middle East package as well. So it's available for booking until the 31st of July. And now the question is, what is in it for you as travel advisors? So the resort is delighted to offer travel advisors who are booking directly with them a 15% commission promotion. And this is for any guests that are traveling before the end of May. Standard commission is 10%. But right now, we want to sort of introduce you to the resort. We really want you to understand what Amaya Kuda Rah has to offer. So there is an increased commission of 15%, which is very exciting for you guys. And then finally, the last message I want to leave you with on the resort is really the essence of what Amaya Kuda Rah is. And that is, as I mentioned at the beginning, a luxury boutique resort that creates moments beyond the ordinary. And that really speaks volumes to that personalized luxury service that they offer to all of their guests. It is really making sure that you understand that your clients that you send to the property get that real personal touch. They're really valued, and they get an experience that they don't get anywhere else. And Amaya is a really special property where they just feel part of the family. As I said, it's a small island, it's a boutique island. Everybody knows who you are. You're not just a room number, you are a guest and part of the family when you come here. So thank you for your time. I have seen a couple of questions coming up. And in fact, I'm going to leave you on this screen because I want you to sort of really soak in that ethos. So let me just go to any questions. If you've got any questions that you'd like to ask, please pop them into the chat now. I'm just going to quickly open up and go through a few of them that are already in here. Okay. Okay, so Josh, yes, there are other packages coming. I know that, yep, so I know that you're saying about an adventure or romance package. We are looking at those and we're working with the resorts team to try and put something together with regards to that. So yes, absolutely, watch this space. We will certainly be putting something together for you. So commission, so Annabelle, yes, commission, as I just mentioned, is 15%. That's 50, yep, so 15% on anything pre-booked. The normal commission is 10%. How many, so Adita, if you can just clarify which room category you talk about. If you're talking about the water villas, we've got 14 water villas and we have the 1 presidential suite. Okay, so the beach suites, we also have 14 of those as well. So the answer is the same. We have 14 of each of those categories, yes. Okay, so a couple of other questions that have come in. So you can book either through your local, so you can book directly, you can come through us and we will connect you to the hotel directly. You can go to your preferred travel agent, tour operator, however you prefer. Happy to take any of the bookings. Okay, looking at this question. So, okay, so Kelly, you just asked about the GDS connectivity. No, at the moment, they're not on the GDS, but again, this is something which is happening. They are hoping to connect to the GDS within the next month, maybe 2. I mean, I think we all know how long sometimes these processes can take. But yes, there is the plan to connect to the GDS. And then once you obviously have those GDS codes, you can book through normal GDS providers that you all work with. So yes, that's no problem. But it's not there yet. So if you do have any inquiries, you can't actually book it right now through the GDS, but you can go directly for any of the bookings that you're looking for. That's no problem. So activities in the evening. So yes, Chris, there is lots of different activities. I mean, anything. So we have anything ranging from the beach party. So on a Sunday night, there's a big beach party every evening with live music, DJ, dancing on the beach, through to the DJs and the singers that perform in the Glow Bar in the evenings. There's also different activities. I mentioned earlier about the crab racing. There's different activities on an evening, which the entertainment team put together. So yes, they do have lots of different entertainment options in the evening. I say lots; it's all in the same area because it is a small resort, but there is different options that we do have. Yes. So yes. So I've just seen the message. I've just seen your message that's just come through, Sudip. Yeah, so you asked me a similar question about another one of our properties the other day. Yes, it is a very quiet resort, and I know you have a lot of clients that like that peace and tranquility. Yes, I've just been talking about the entertainment, but yes, the resort is a lovely tranquil resort. I mean, there's no development going on. As I said, that was all the investment last year, so that's finished. The restaurants are open. The only thing that you hear is the regular general maintenance, but that doesn't even disturb you. So no, there is no renovations development at the moment happening at all planned, just in case you think there's something coming. So yes, it's perfect. Okay, so a question that's just come in from Katie. Yeah, perfect for multi-generational families. So apart from the fact, so your question is how can we accommodate different numbers of families and groups? So we have a few different options to that. We have our two bedroom villas, so our duplex villas, which have the 2 king size beds, and we can put 2 extra beds into them. So obviously that is one option. The rooms are all very close together, so quite often when we have a multi-generational family, you might have the duplex villas, the 2 bedroom villas, plus also a beach suite, for example, or an additional room. Because the resort is so close to each other, nobody's going to feel like they're being disconnected from their family when they come on property. So yeah, so that's no problem at all, and there's lots of options. And if you are looking at groups, anything for more than 10 rooms, then there will be a group incentive. So it's still being determined with the resort team, but there will be a group incentive as well for anybody looking for any of those smaller groups, big families or anything like that you're looking at booking for the resort. Okay, so I think that's answered most of your questions. You have anything else, just pop it into the chat. I'll just give you another minute or so. I hope you've all sort of learned a lot about the resort, and I wanted to jump across. Okay, so Catriona, yes, we do offer travel agent rates. Yes, I should have mentioned this earlier. So we do have travel agent rates. We do offer travel agent interline rates that you can either book directly or you can book through interline partners. We want to encourage you guys to come and visit us. We want you to come and see the property, really experience what Amaya Kuda Rah can offer to your guests, and the best way of doing that is to come and see it for yourself. So we're coming into low season now, so it's a great time to visit the property. If you're in the region, let us know. We can organise a fan trip for you. Let's get you to the resort to see. I'll put my details on the screen, so let me know if there's any of you that want to come and actually visit the resorts. We'd love to welcome you. So before I finish, just the final thing that I wanted to mention, you will all be automatically registered in our Hummingbird Consultancy travel agents portal, which allows you to get exclusive access to all of our clients, special offers, promotion rates. It's also the place where we will publish the announcements for things like special offers, fan trips, anything that we've got that we want to communicate to you. We always put it onto our travel agent portal first. Everybody on our travel agent portal gets priority on things like hosted fan trips or exclusive offers. So you'll receive a link once. I think many of you are already on the portal anyway. But those of you that aren't, we'll send you a link through, and all you need to do is set your password up, and that gives you straight access into the portal. You've already been pre-qualified by the fact that you're on this webinar. If you have any other questions at all, we're here to support you. The resort team are always happy to answer any questions you might have and support you with your guests when they come. And we sincerely hope that you're going to send your clients to come and experience Amaya Kuda Rah, get the full Maldivian experience. And if there's anything you need, any information, let us know, and we'll send you a copy of the recording after the session's finalised. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And we look forward to speaking to you all again soon. Take care, everybody, and thank you again for joining. All the best.